And while you're here, we really want you to become equipped and motivated. But let's also get re-energized. So again, welcome to the 28th Annual Conference of 100 Black Men of America, Incorporated.
We chose the theme of this conference very carefully. Education in an era of change, ensuring excellence for African American youth. That theme includes a statement of fact and a challenging call of action.
If education is the #1 thing in the community, why is the sports page bigger than any other page in the paper? Why does a college coach get paid more than the college president? We got to bring it on. We got to make it real. And we're going to make a difference because we're sending the wrong message.
Real men in real time to make a better place to be.
Welcome to the 28th Annual National Conference of 100 Black Men of America. May your light shine brightly.
Again, I am Dennis Wright, President of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chapter, and on behalf of the members and our mentees, we welcome you to our beautiful city, as the Chairman Dossman stated earlier, affectionately known as the Venice of Florida.
Be it respectfully proclaimed that the 100 Black Men of America Incorporated is congratulated on the occasion of its 28th annual conference, focusing on education in an era of change, excellence for African American youth, and is wish continued success in educating, motivating, and empowering students.
And then we had our education summit where we spent a full 4 hours. In fact, we ran over the time to actually delve deeper into the discussions around education reform and what does that mean from our community and how we as a community should take charge in terms of defining what transformation means for us, what reform means for us, and making sure that our perspective and our point of view are presented at the table.
What history will teach you, as historians remind us, is that the first thing they do when they go to enslave a people is they lock down their bodies, right? Their hands and ankles sometimes than they. But the very next thing they go after is to put a shackle on their brain. So that even when they give you the illusion of emancipation, well, you did not hear me. They'll take the shackles off of these as long as they still got a shackle on there.
The way students begin is really going to determine how far they can go.
We have to be very careful with public policies that are adopted that allow our young people access to education and to put them on a track that might not allow them to fully realize their potential.
And we're talking about making education a hustle. They are throwing money at her because they want her in their program.
We need to show and tell these kids the stories of average people that have become professionals and let them know where they came from, where they are, the lifestyle they live, and how much money they make. And that's the issue.
Why do you think they call it watches and chains anyway? Because they watch as you chain your mind down and lose focus of it really matters, so you can have it. Because swag won't pay bills and put food in my kid's mouth. All that glitters ain't gold.
Every 40 minutes of the day, a black male is convicted of a violent crime. Every 4 hours of the day, a black male dies. Students say to me all the time, Dr. Kimbrough, why does the Lord allow that to happen? The Lord doesn't allow that to happen. We allow that to happen. But it's time for change, and it's time to exercise our choice.
So let's give a deserving round of applause to our honoree for our Youth Leadership Award in Education, Ms. Grace Bush.
Thank you for creating for me a feeling in this stellar moment that I shall always, always remember. Thank you. This is amazing. I'm excited to be a mentee of 100 Black Men.
So preparing children for these achievements and putting them on course to reach their full potential in life is a direct result of parenting. And we want to recognize these parents, Bobby and Gisela Bush, with the Special Chairman's Award for Parental Engagement.
But we know that there have been a number of families that have been paraded across national television network, and of a family maybe smaller than that, and not to have attention of this African-American family who've accomplished almost the same things and even more. And so we were delighted to give them the kinds of recognition that we believe they truly deserve.
We have determined the path to take to address them, and we have absolutely taken the lead, and the rest of the nation will follow.
The 100 is not only making a difference today in the lives of youth that we serve and in the communities where we live, but we are also well positioned to address the issue and help shape a solution. We have a great opportunity in front of us. We are poised for this opportunity because of the 50-year legacy of this organization, in which real men, given real time, have labored in the fields.
So he is that guy. He is the guy.
We have a woman up, we have a man up, and we got to make sure that it's not just us taking care of our health, but our children's health and our family health.
Yes, it takes a village. The West African proverb says to raise a child, but it takes an entire community to save a child. We're not just raising our children, we're saving our children. So you've got to fight.
The White Lion and the Treasurer?
That's correct.
We both completed an 8-week course of 100 Black Men's Dollars in Sense competition, sponsored by State Farm. Within those 8 weeks, we accumulated enough investment experience to co-manage a $3,000 portfolio.
I think that as long as our generation sees that we are a positive influence and aren't influenced by the negative stereotypes around us, that we can continue to make a difference and be an impact in the world. But we first have to see that in ourselves before we can implement that throughout our communities.
As you know, the theme of this conference is education in an era of change, ensuring excellence for African American youth. The recipient of our first Chairman's Award for Educational Empowerment exemplifies the challenges and what a leader can do in this area. Please give a round of applause to the winner of the Chairman's Award for Educational Empowerment, Dr. Beverly Tatum.
We need to ask ourselves, how long are we going to tolerate more children to continue to die in the continent because of the disease that don't cost that much? Madiba once said, it's in our hands to change the world. And I'm asking you today as you go out, it's in your hands. Go and make a difference. Thank you. God bless you.
We shall continue this health and wellness 6:30 walk run in the morning at the National with Tommy Smith, myself, being the facilitator.
Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
However, I'll say to you that if we intend to change statistics and shatter stereotypes, the education will be the catalyst.
Education is the change. You ain't got it? Who's to blame? I said, I'll take my knowledge, keep the shame.
I'm not a crier by nature, but I well up because, and also it's, it's because you've seen them through, the stuff where there's no cameras, nobody's watching, and you've seen the little steps, forward and back. So when you see a great leap, it gets to you right there.
In fact, what I see is what I'll be.
and being part of the 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida will help me become a very successful young man in life because I see grand steps.
Thank you to all my mentors in the Southwest Florida chapter.
The historic Dillard High School, thank you very much for coming out. I'm so proud to see everybody out having a good time, coming out and celebrating and having a great day with the 100 Black Men of Greater Fort Lauderdale.
And so we had Ms. Sabrina Fulton to actually participate in our Community Empowerment Project, along with the Reverend Dr. Charles Steele from the SCLC. They both participated in the same workshop and on the same panel to talk about the whole issues of safety, as well as the violence in our community, gun violence in particular, and the whole stand your ground issue as well.
How many of our young people have to die and we bury and we get those shirts with their pictures on them before we decide enough is enough? Because a lot of people, like myself, and probably like many of you that are here, are sick and tired of burying our teenagers and our young people.
I can't bring him back. I certainly can fight for some other kids. I certainly can fight for them. And that's what becomes important. So Trayvon has become 1 million people, 1 million young men and 1 million young women, because we can't leave our young ladies out. They're being shot and killed as well. And so I just try to do what I can just to try to help, just try to make a difference and benefit the community.
Education has outpriced itself, and we sitting around ain't doing nothing. Get your own school. Black folks got to educate their own children. Like Ms. Fulton would say, teach them about the law. Teach them about what's right, and change the law. Doggone it, Dr. King did it. Wasn't no court that set us free. It was march and demonstrate, lynching, going to jail. You got to do it again.
It's so inspiring to see so many successful young black men or those who are so pristine in life and done so many great things to come together and enjoy themselves.
God has given us the opportunity to work for children, to work for youth, the families in their communities. God, do not let us drift away from what you've asked us to do.
People say, well, who are the 100 black men? And all of them have their unique gifts and skills and talents that they use to just slide so smoothly with all that charisma through our community. But they are doing it, and they're doing it big. They're doing it believing in God.
We look forward to seeing you at our 29th conference. We're going to be in Houston, Texas. Look forward to seeing you then, all right? Thank you.